In the last 200 days, we have terraformed this mushroom island into the beautiful island we're standing on right now. And today I have huge plans for this project. Starting off with everything stone you see is going to be turned into a house like that, which is going to be very, very cool to try to start bringing life to this steampunk city. And I love how the first house turned out. Then number two is I want to start building the factory and maybe even finish it today because I have huge plans for that thing. And if you haven't watched my previous videos, the plan for it is going to hold a farm for mushroom trees, mud, and of course mushroom cows because, I mean, we're on a mushroom island. And the final step, number 3, is build more trees. This is the beautiful tree I built in my last episode, and come on, we have like a huge river and all of this stuff. We need more trees to make this place look even better. So we're gonna build a lot of those in this episode. So we obviously need to start out with step 1, which is building more houses. I'm really happy with how this house came along with the river and the tree and the moss and everything. It's gonna look so good to have all of these houses filled. We won't do those today though, because that's gonna be something special and different. We're just gonna do this first little rural area. And I don't want this video to be too long, so we better start working on those houses. But thank you guys so much for the support on all of my videos on TikTok and YouTube. It has been insane. I do put a lot of effort into these videos because I want this to be my job. So if you like the videos, consider liking and subscribing for more in the future. And in my last video, we did pretty much all of the material gathering. So in this video, we get to just have fun. Okay, and what do you think of the house? You don't like it, do you? How about now? Okay, that looks a lot better with the roof. But there's 2 more things we need to do. 1, we should probably finish the back, and then we can add all the fun little details that make it steampunk style. So quick time lapse. And now it's time for the details because as much as the base look cool, I mean, that just, I'm gonna puke if I look at that one more time. And at least it's better on the other side. Oh, no, it's, that's so bad. And here we are. Oh, it looks good. I was very nervous about how this was coming together, honestly, but it looks good. Over here, I added some, like generator things to the house. Of course, there's a lot of glow lichen, but it looks good in the day, and it also lights up the build in a really natural way at night, which is really nice. My last village that I built, the lighting at night was the hardest thing to get properly, and this one turned out really, really good with the glow lichen, or that one did, so I added it on this one. Over here, we added the chimney, and then we added a little, thing down here. So there's just like an anvil here, a lantern, a cauldron, and some smokers. That is like, the chimney. And like with the pipes and everything, this looks good. I think I like it better than this one, which is, I didn't think I would. I love this. And the glow lichen lights it up in such a natural way that like nothing else is lit up, and like, dude, this is good. These houses are gonna look so good all next to each other. But like I said, I want to get working on the factory, and you guys can see a time lapse of the same houses being built 100 times, but that would be a little boring. So let's do the quickest time lapse possible to get a few more knocked out. Okay, and that's one of them done. It's not a house, it's like a little generator water pump thingy. So it has just a bunch of little like things. This would be like a generator, I guess. And these are like pumps and stuff that go into the water. Maybe it like is a water filtration thing here. Maybe I should fill this up with water, actually. That's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. All the fish can get diseases and stuff if they want to do that. No interior yet, because I don't do interiors, but I'm joking. That will be another episode. I will do the interiors, all these houses, but I like the way it comes along. It looks good with the rest of it, so yeah. I like that we did that little thing, but back to the houses, because that is the most important thing of this build to make it more, you know, alive. And the house is done, and they all look really good together. I added some things off camera that you are about to see, but overall, this is looking really, really cool. And as I'm going out through this video, I just want to shout out all the support I've been getting on these videos lately. Currently, my last videos is like almost 700 views and a bunch of comments, and it's just insane. So thank you guys so much. And if you like the content, please subscribe. If you don't, I get it, but if you do, I put a lot of work into this. I wanted this to be my job, so please consider subscribing. But now, let's go on to what I added. First of all, look at this. I added a fan. Now, mine is a little, you know, not as good as what a normal fan would look like. It stutters a little bit, but it looks cool, and I wanted to add fans around the build, and I thought this would be the perfect first place to add a fan. Do you sell anything good? No, you don't. Okay. And then over here, I removed all the blue slabs in between and just kept the pillars, which I think looks a lot better. Of course, I added this stuff, and I decided to not do a canopy on this side because it looked really weird from the outside. But everything else is pretty much the same, and I think it looks really good. And since you guys have already seen 2 time lapses, that's enough for the video on house time lapses. We only need 2 more houses anyways. So let's get that done in 3, 2, 1. And we are done the rest of the houses, and boy, do they look good. This is starting to look amazing, even with this shulker monster here. So the next 2 houses we built is this one. We got a little telephone, I don't know, thing at the end of it, which I think looks pretty good. And we added a new kind of detail upstairs, where it kind of goes out and then inverts. We added stairs here. We played around with a bit of a different design. And then over on this one, we added another fan, of course, just because I was so in love with the one we did over there that I added another here. And this one's also kind of a unique design, and I think it turned out really good with just only the one generator at the back here. And then over here, of course, we got another fan, and then, you know, just a couple things on the top, and yeah, kept it pretty simple, nothing too crazy, just like the rest of them, but you know, I think it turned out really good, and this is starting to turn out amazing altogether. But what would really bring these together is before we start working on the factory, there is one more thing we need to do, I guess technically 3. 1, I want to build a path connecting all of these houses. Then I want to build a couple trees like that one. And then finally, I want to build some telephone poles that go around the neighborhood, because I think that would look really, really cool. So for the absolute last time lapse of the video, I promise it's going to be a quick time lapse showing me doing all of those things. And then we can finally get working on the factory that we've waited so long to start. I mean, this whole project was literally just for the factory, and I can't wait to start it. Even though this is looking really good, I've been wanting to start the factory for a while. So let's get done what we need to get done and move on to the factory. Okay, and as we are building these, we have run into a problem. I was using the chains to connect them because it looks really good, but they don't actually look good. So we have a couple problems. And in Spectrometer, you can see chains don't connect. So when we have to change direction, it looks, well, absolutely terrible. So I went to my TikTok and YouTube and got people to put in some suggestions. And I tried out things like iron bars in my world and fence gates over here. And then I did a testing in Creative World, which looked crazy. And I came up with a bunch of different solutions, and there was only 4 that made sense that I could go with. And those made sense because not only did they look okay, but they couldn't be rendered out. One thing wrong with the iron bars is I would use them, but they render out so easily, so it would end up just looking absolutely horrible, like there's nothing here. So I put a pull up on my community, and the thing that won is polish andesite slabs. So we are going to try using that and see how it looks. So now I have to tear down all of this and rebuild it. And actually I have to fix the post too, because the bottom ones are supposed to be one shorter than the top, and they're not. So I'll see you guys in a bit. This is very frustrating. And holy cow, has this place transformed. When you get some trees in, you get the power lines in, and you start bone mealing the heck out of the ground, as well as the path, this place really starts to come to life. Now, the whole island kind of looks like poop right now because, well, only half of it looks good. And a bunch of it is left unbone mealed, but I don't want to do it yet until we have houses and paths in place and all these other places. But I am happy with this. Like, originally it was just a path in the trees, and then I was like, it's missing something. So I put some rocks, and I was like, it's missing something. When something's missing something, just bone meal your way out of it. That is my biggest advice to anybody. And, well, it worked pretty well. As well as adding some bamboo, we've got this place pretty much fully how I want the whole island to look like. It looks so good. And I officially also put some trees back there as well. And the path looks good. The trees, I like, for my first custom trees, I'm so happy with them. Especially the way the orange looks in them. Oh, like they're so beautiful. I think I did a smashing job with these trees. It looks so good. But now it is time to ruin the nature and put a massive factory right there. So let's get started on that. And as I have everything set up, I'm honestly taking this all in because this looks really good. I'm glad I got this done as sort of like what is the whole island. I want the whole island to look like. And I am very happy to continue this project because this is the best thing I've ever built. All the colors just contrast perfectly, and the trees and the bamboo and the rocks and the moss, and it looks great. But now I'd like to introduce you to my shulker monster. Yeah, it's not as bad because it's organized, but it's still, I mean, this is a lot. And I spent a couple extra days getting restocked on some stuff. Like I added more glass because I think we're gonna need a lot of it. And as well as some stuff like cobwebs and vines and this stuff. And we're all set. So this is what the factory will be built out of. All these blocks back here, and then this stuff here. Then this is for the path. These are for like decoration stuff when we're done, and for lighting. And then these are for the redstone machines. So we're gonna have 2 farms in there. One, a mushroom farm, very simple. It's just a constant auto dispenser here, and then we're gonna have like 4 on each side of the factory, and we just boom, 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 we get it done. And then once we move on to do the next one, this one will already be growing, so we can do a whole loop and just keep farming it, and we'll never stop, which is great. And then the next one is a mud farm, which I have the resources for. So this is everything we need for all of the mushroom block farms, and then this is everything we need for the one mud farm we are making. So we have everything set up to start this project, but of course the most important part is the outside. No one cares about the inside. We want it to look cool. I have kind of an idea. So I kind of want some arches on the side, on each side, and that's the only idea I have. So let's just do that. I'm just going to make those arches out, I think out of blackstone, and then we'll go along with some brick and stuff, and then we'll see what we want for the top. But that's the only idea I have, so I'm just going to quickly kind of do that. Okay, and that looks good. So let me just do that for the rest of that, and then do it on the other side, and I'll see you guys in a second. And that is one side done. I think it'll look really good. Trust me. You gotta trust the process on these things, okay? And okay, and we are done both sides now, which it's looking good. And now what I want to do is fill them all in with brick. But as you know, I am experimenting with shading, and it looks really good on the houses, so of course I want to do it on here. But it's gonna take a little bit to get into the groove, because with the houses, I did just the brick, and then I went and I did the shading where it made sense. But instead of just doing the brick and doing it, I'm going to be doing the brick and all the other blocks at the same time as I'm building up. And the reason for that is because if I just do the brick, I'd have to go over and like build up. It's so big that it wouldn't make sense to do that. So I'm going to have to do the shading and stuff as I go. And remember, the sun is coming from there most of the day, so we're going to keep that in mind as we do our shading, and hopefully it turns out okay. I think it's going to take me a bit to get into the groove. And we are done. It looks good. Now, I made some mistakes, but I fixed it over here at the end. You can see that the bottom blocks here, when they transition to the top, I keep the same block, and it's much smoother. But that is one side of the factory done. I haven't been playing Minecraft as much. I've been busy at a hockey tournament, but now I'm back on the grind. And I know this video is going to be like a week late compared to my usual, or what I'm trying to make my usual. So I'm going to make sure it's a good one, which means we have a lot more time to work on this. So I think we can get a lot more done. But I also don't want to make the video any longer, so... And that side's done, and I'm starting to map out how I want the top to look. So basically, we're going to go 6 out here, then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're going to drag it all the way down here. Okay, and we're done here. Let's also connect these parts as well. And now we have a proper outline for the factory. But that seems a little wide, so I'm going to extend this out probably double to 12, so the roof is a little narrower. Okay, that's much better. If we go over here and take a look at it. Yeah, that's much better. So that is the outline of the factory, ladies and gentlemen. And now that I'm in spectator mode, I just finished the chimneys, and I did a smokestack, and I was doing the rest of the gradients, and I was like, well, let me just add a little generator thing back here to make it look cool. And I did that, and I think that looks good. I actually want to add more right here, because there's a lot of empty space, so I'm going to add more, but as well, I'm going to add fans in the middle, because I think that would look really sick. And I also have another idea of maybe putting windows here. So I'm going to try that out, and we're gonna see how that looks because I think that looked really cool. But I think this is looking good. I think it's still just the process kind of thing. I would like to get the front done. We're gonna do the interior next episode, but I'd like to get this part done as well today and do the decorations kind of on the side, just so the thumbnail looks good, so I can get some clicks. So let's get working on my ideas. And I think that looks good. I think that's okay. Okay, so I think that looks good. I think after staring at it for a while, I think I like that. So I should do that to the other side. Okay, I have now done it on both sides as well as fully lit up the inside for when it turns night, because it's not a mob spawner because we're on top of a mushroom island, which is weird because mobs can still spawn in some places on the island, which is, I don't know why, but it's weird. But it just looks horrible at night, but now it's fixed. You can see all the redstone in its glory. But yeah, so we have it done on both sides here officially, which is nice to have finally done. And now there's only a couple things left to do. One, I want to figure out what to put here on both sides because it's just still too empty for my liking. I feel like there has to be something at least in one of these slots just to fill it up a little more. And then once we're done that, I think we just do the front, obviously copy it, put it on the back. And then I think we are done, other than I want to build a path to it. Bone meal up the place around it, add some trees, maybe some telephone poles, and get a good thumbnail and be done with the video. So I'm going to figure out what to put there, and then I will see you guys when I'm ready to do the door. Okay, I'm in spectator mode, and I am very happy with how this turned out. I think it's a good little entrance. I might eventually do something at the top bit there, but I think it looks good. I'm happy with how it came out, and I will do it on the backside next video. I'll do it between videos, but honestly, it is Friday, and this is going to come out tomorrow, so I want to get everything I want to get done right now, and I want to build a path there, and then I'm going to build some trees, and then I'm going to bone meal it off so we can get a good looking thumbnail in. So let's do a quick time lapse of that, and then we'll be done the video. And we are done everything. Wow, it looks good. A lot of bone meal has been placed, but fortunately I have like 8 different bone meal farms, I think. They all are for different things, but they just work really well for bone meal. So I have all the bamboo in, the trees. I've bone mealed like literally the heck out of this entire place. And something cool happened. A baby zombie spawned and hopped on the skeleton horse, but like he can only attack if I get that. I think I'm gonna put him in my base because I think that's really cool. So yeah, cool to know. We got that guy now. But I mean, look how immersive this place is coming. Out of all of my builds, they all look really cool outside. This is already my favorite build I've ever built, like looking at it, but it's so immersive once you get in here and you see the smokestacks and you see the fans going. There will be villagers and you just look around in the life. This is the best build I've ever made. I am very happy with how this is turning out. Genuinely the best thing ever. And it sounds wonderful as well. Yes. But no, this is genuinely turning out fantastic. I was a little worried the bone meal looks overdone, but honestly, like that looks fine. That looks really good. And since we're wrapping up the video, I have to take the thumbnail, but I don't want to destroy this. I removed all the shulker boxes. I can't remove this because this is the blueprint for the farm in there, so I'm going to keep that. And I don't want to bone meal this yet because I'm going to build houses and stuff here. So I'm going to duplicate the world and get rid of that and bone meal the rest of that in a creative world for the thumbnail. So that's why the thumbnail will look a little bit different, which I don't like doing, but it's just because, just to make it a little easier on me, but it's not like clickbait, you know what I mean? And yeah, so I am very happy with this because it looks good on the outside, but when you get in here, it looks the best from right here. It looks good. And the factory, I'm so happy it turned out good because wow, I thought it was bad. Like through the entire process, I was keeping a good, cheerful voice throughout this. But oh, I was crying. This was bad. But oh, it looks good now. I did not do the other side yet. I'll do that between videos. I think I've already said that. But like this looks good. In the inside, there is a lot of potential. The only part that I can't use is this top part, basically. So we can do everything we want in here, and it will look good. And I am so happy with how it turned out. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. Now, since we're getting to the end of the video, we're about to end it. I get to do my little, plug, my little yapping for the next, minute. So just bear with me. If you like the video, and if you've made it this far, please subscribe. If you don't like the content, you don't have to, but please subscribe. It helps us so much. I'm trying to make this my job. I have, a year and a half left of high school. Actually, I think only 1 year left of high school, and I really want this to be my job. I will continue pursuing this no matter what, but it would really help if you guys could subscribe if you like the content. If you don't, please let me know what I can do to make it better. Any suggestions really help. Really help. Commenting, liking, all of that really helps. I have a bigger following on TikTok, so I'm hoping to try to get some of those people to go over to YouTube now. And just thank you guys all so much for the support. 600 views on the last video is insane. That's actually crazy. Maybe we can hit 1,000 on this video if that's possible. That would be crazy. And if we did, then subscribe, because then I can be at 1,000 subscribers, and that would be absolutely insane. So please subscribe if you like the content. It means the world to me. It really one subscriber makes the world of the difference right now. So if you like it, please just do that. That would help the most. Next episode, we finish the factory exterior and interior, and maybe some interiors of this, or maybe some more houses. We'll see what happens in the next episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.